Good morning and welcome to the Donut Showdown. This is your host, Anson Dishorse, and I'm here with
Nick Bueller, co-host.
Today we're going to be ranking 2 donut places within St. Charles. Today we have QT and Circle K, the gas stations. First, Circle K.
So as we at the Circle K Donuts, we have our host Anson, and then our intern Andrew, who's off on a trip right now for our networking for our business. He's in Phoenix, so that video will be playing.
So when we went to the Circle K, the appearance of the donuts were a little bit like, they looked like they were a bit old, but like they were probably obviously made that morning, but comparatively to other gas stations, it was a little bit subpar on appearance, but they had a good box of donuts and selections at that establishment at the time. So I have Nick going a little bit more depth on what he saw as well.
I'm just wondering, Anson, just before we get started, what was your preference for donuts? Do you have a certain, flavor that you like beforehand that, so you can really decide which one's better,
Yeah. I mean, I'm more of like a chocolate long john guy, but sometimes I want to switch it up. Sometimes I want to go for like the Oreo cluster donuts, or I like to hit up some donut holes. Like I can be a really different person, but like I can always go with the classic glaze. Like everyone loves glaze.
Glaze isn't bad, but I'm a vanilla long john guy. Personally.
Vanilla long john.
Yeah, not the
It's
chocolate.
very unique.
Vanilla.
I actually like that of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alright, so next up on our donuts ranking is a very gas station near to me, Quick Trip. And me and my intern personally went up there and hit up QT. And here's that video.
I gotta say, QT, I don't eat donuts there very much, but I can say they make some good breakfast pizza.
Oh, that should be a whole episode in itself. I mean, QT breakfast is just elite. I mean, I've had Circle K breakfast before. I've had QT breakfast before, and like it just hits every time. Like QT breakfast is so good. But this is about donuts, and personally, when I went into QT, it was very clean. A lot of donuts. They had a lot of fancier donuts, like the limited edition times. I mean, it was Christmas time when we recorded that. Obviously, my hair is a little different, like breastfeeding. So, they had like a couple Christmassy donuts, but we just stayed with the chocolate long john and glaze just to keep it the same. Yeah.
And what was your final opinion of the donuts after, eating all of them? What was your final thoughts?
I mean, personally, like them donuts, like the Circle K ones just were not hitting. Like the Circle K was just like bland. Like the glaze just wasn't glazing. Like you got like the top glaze just like Krispy Kreme, and like QT's a really good glaze.
You want your glaze to be glazing.
Like yes, like it was like, if like the bottom of a pizza, bruh, like that texture, that should not be on my donut. It should be smooth. I'm saying like a Krispy Kreme is smooth like butter, like this table. That's how I want my donut. Like, how do you like your glaze?
I like my glaze as glazy as possible. Like I want it so smooth that when I put my hand over it, no friction, just glaze.
Okay, like that's how it is. Like I like my chocolate long john too. Like I want the smooth chocolate on the top. Like that's how I like it personally. Like, are you the same way?
I concur.
Yeah, and like on the bottom, like we gotta really talk about the dough, like because like the donut's not all about the frosting. It's about everything.
Especially like, we're ranking like two beasts. We got QT, Circle K. We're looking for every small detail. You can't just say like glaze. You gotta put it all the facets of the game.
Like you got the appearance, you got the taste, you got the overall, you got the packaging. Think about the marketers.
True. I like how you mentioned too how clean QT was. It's the little things that matters, and it goes a long way. So I like that little aspect in the game. It's like just the side components matter. Little things really matter in competitions like this.
I know like the Circle K has had some issues in the past with like violence, but like QT, I never seen that before. And like the QT's clean, like they always got somebody nice working there. They welcome you when you get in there. Circle K, they're just like, yo, what up? But like, I like that feeling too. Like you're just there to get your donuts. But like normally at Circle K, I'm just trying to get some candy and some drinks. So like, but like QT, that's where you go for the food.
Another thing too, I don't want to get too off track, but whenever you're checking out QT, they get you in and out. They want that quick trip. Circle K, they be talking, they be doing all of that. I want that quick trip so I can go eat my donuts, personally, my vanilla Long Johns, as fast as possible.
That's what I'm saying. Like quick trip and then Circle K. There's no difference, but like there's a difference in your heart and how you feel about those donuts. So personally, how we would rank these donuts is QT on top for this day. Personally, it's about the taste, it's about the performance of the donuts, and it's about the texture and the dough. Nick, what'd you see?
From what I saw, I can ask too one more question before I give my final rankings. What was the price difference in these? Was there any difference?
So you may think, you're thinking in your head, how much were those donuts? You would think like Circle K, oh, that's probably gonna be cheaper, but no, QT was actually more cheaper because that's just how it is. Just better donuts, better prices, better people. Simple as that.
So with that, from you, when you talk about the price, obviously the cleanliness, the workers, everything, I would put QT of Circle K as well.
Yeah. So QT takes the win here with the price, the taste, everything. And next up, we're going to be ranking some more donuts in St. Charles, but that is your first episode of the Donut Showdown with Nick and Anson and sometimes Andrew.
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to pop out next time. Donut out.